voice of customer programs is like a bridge between business goals and customer experience culture. It's big biometric, it's based on the data, it brings actionable insights, it helps to build the processes, and it relates to business goal achievement. Business likes when they understand what customer experience does, and I see that voice of customer helps them to understand. Let's start. Who am I? As Veronica told before, my name is Caterina Mishina. I call myself as a retention growth partner because I'm not only a consultant, but also like an interim professional. I help companies to grow the voice of customer programs and loyalty, retention rate, and I help to build a strategy. And my secret power is a workable combination of qualitative and quantitative methods. I grew from product management and more than 10 years ago, I started as a product manager in fintech companies, and I also have business analytical skills and experience. So I love figures, numbers, graphs, tables, and I can tell you the whole story based on data. But once, several years ago, I realized that data is not enough to understand the real customer behavior and customer needs. So I started to study service design to understand it better. And now having these two parts of experience, qualitative and quantitative, I try to cover all the customer experience field. And this field for me, the whole room for improvement, and there are a lot of interesting things. And today I want to share with you one of my ideas how to make voice of customer program simple. The first of all, why do I love? Why do I love? Sorry. Yeah. Voice of customer programs. Because I see that voice of customer programs is like a bridge between business goals and customer experience culture. It's big biometric, it's based on the data, it brings actionable insights, it helps to build the processes, and it relates to business goal achievement. Business likes when they understand what customer experience does, and I see that voice of customer helps them to understand. I see that this is a very powerful tool for them and for us also. But there is a problem that sometimes customer experience professionals don't do that, or even don't do that well, because sometimes it is too difficult and takes a lot of custom settings and high quality resources, and sounds like and looks like something very expensive and long term and clumsy even. So my idea is to how we can simplify this customer experience program, and to I want to I want to invite you to do something that is much better than nothing, and to try and to start from the beginning. And today I prepared something like a short algorithm and a template, how you can start, and how you can start with simple small steps, and to build your first or maybe your second or third better voice of customer program. So I suggest a plan. I booked about 30 minutes for my presentation. It contains from VoC algorithm and templates with details and explanation. And then I invite you to discuss it, ask me questions, and share your ideas and hypotheses. Maybe something works better for you, share it. And for me, this event is much more than just the presentation. I want to connect with your ideas, and I want to share my experience, how it works for me. I will do I will make some breaks to see chat. So if you have questions, or if you have questions during my presentation, just feel free to ask them in the chat. Veronica will help me to ask to answer them all. So if if you don't have any objections, I want to start. First of all, my short algorithm is a four-step combination from several metrics and something like steps. NPS, I love it, retention rate, churn rate, and customer feedback analysis. I see that all of these steps are important, and I suggest not missing none of them. First of all, Net Promoter Score. All of you, I'm pretty sure all of us know it, and I know a lot of skepsis about this, and of course I can share it. I see Net Promoter Score as a very good marker, one of the markers of loyalty, and also you can find a strong correlation. Not always, but sometimes, usually, you can find a strong correlation between the relationship and your financial metrics. Because of this, I like it. And because of this, it is very understandable for business. So as I told you before, Voice of Customer is a very good tool to connect, to build this bridge between business and customer experience. And PS is very good, very good tool also. Usually, NPS doesn't explain the reason of loyalty. So please do not use NPS alone. Support it with other metrics, and other metrics I will describe further. Correlation doesn't imply correlation, of course. So you need to check it up maybe several times. If it what does this correlation? Also, I always use segment analysis that helps me to know the root causes. But NPS is something that is a base for my VoC program. Retention rate is my financial metric, and usually I connect NPS with retention rate. I call it like a value metric because it reflects the health, the sustainability of a business, and you know that retaining existing customers is, I think, always more cost effective than acquiring new ones. Retained customers provide us valuable feedback, and just by using our product and services, and of course, satisfied customers are more likely to become loyal and to advocate for others. So high retention rate indicates this something like a product market fit, that our product is meeting customer real needs. So I also put it in my algorithm. Churn rate. I combine my algorithm with both of this metric, retention rate and churn, because I try to treat every customer as a set. Maybe you know this. You know this phrase, churn usually impacts revenue, and it is also very important to understand why do customers leave your product, for what works better for them, what they need. And of course it is more difficult to reach such churn clients, but than retained clients, of course. But usually they can provide valuable resource for growth, for understanding the reason, the needs, the value of your product, and so on. Also, churn impacts cost, customer acquisition cost, the more and directly affects customer lifetime value, of course, because the more churn clients you have, the higher customer acquisition cost you have. The more churn clients you have, the less customer lifetime value, and so on. I love both of these metrics, and I suggest being something like retention based and churn informed. I like this positive product development mindset to be to grow retention and to monitor churn. It works for me. Last point is customer feedback analysis. I think that you will agree with me that customer feedback is something that is the most valuable thing in our work. So I'm pretty sure you have your own tools and maybe approaches how to analyze it. I will discuss describe my own ones. So my VoC algorithm includes 4 steps, and these are NPS, retention rate, churn rate, and customer feedback. One word about NPS. I had an experience from a company with a so-called boutique model, where maybe it is not a business itself. This is a company that does several works for several clients. They don't have much clients to provide a lot of numbers for NPS. So for them, I recommended to use customer reference score, of course, in such situation. But it was unique case in my experience. Usually, companies can provide a lot of a number of clients, and we can to do NPS with them. Of course, this is just an algorithm, but it is not a template for a VoC of customer program. My template is 4 steps that includes this algorithm. And first of all, you should set a goal, build a CGM, and set up an analysis process, and then collaborate. I will provide you with the details. So for all of these steps, first of all, setting a goal. Usually, I try to base on financial goals such as retention, market share, number of new customers, revenue. What do you want? What does your business need? What does your management need? Everything you want to build in your company, everything you want to grow there. And I see that financial goals work very well because it is measurable, and it provides a clear understanding for every part of the business. Allocate resources, and I recommend to check if your company is willing to grow or not. Why I see this is important? Because VoC of customer, and I think that customer experience practice as is all about growth, because and of course any growth is important, is impossible without customer experience practice. So if I recommend to check the company's ability to grow, because it helps you to understand how many resources you need to you need to do that, because to do this to grow. And I found a very nice list of points, and I'm pretty sure that all of you know most of them. And I want in my presentation that we will send you before we will send you after this event. There will be the description of every point. This is it doesn't matter right now, but I want to emphasize just 3 points from this list: investment and innovation, customer-centric approach, and leadership commitment. All of other points can be replaced, but these 3 are crucial: investment and innovation, customer-centric approach, leadership commitment. The more points you have from this list, the more ability to grow your company has. So the more resources you should allocate for this grow and for your VoC of customer program. But sometimes we can start from the just everything we have without any resources at all, and I will explain it. So next one, build a CGM. After you set a goal, you understand what do you want, and then you can build a CGM. I love CGM as a tool. I use it for my every project, and because of this, my big love, this collaboration with UX Pressure team was born, because I. I will share it with you. I will share my ideas how I build CGM and how I work with them. First of all, I want to uh, uh, I want to share with you some tips how it works for me. Of course, I know that most of you use CGM as a tool, and of course you have your own tips. But let me tell about mine. First of all, my goal for CGM, for building CGM, is to structurize the feedback. Customer feedback. We get customer feedback from everywhere. A lot of we can draw down under it, and to structurize it, I see that CGM is the best tool for to structurize it. I also align all the phases, and I use so-called AAA, triple R funnel. I will describe it, and this is maybe you don't know. This funnel is came from business analysis. This is 6 steps of every business and every customer journey, and I will show you them. Then it helps me to structurize and segment this feedback. I align every customer feedback with every this step. Then sometimes I don't need to conduct deep research. I try to start with the available information. I interview my colleagues. I ask for processes, try to study all the processes that related to clients. I observe, communicate, interview. I try to employ my empathy, to put myself in as customer shoes, to imagine how it works for me, and something like this. And after then, I conduct research if I need it. I use customer journey map as the long-term backlog, and map everything I have: verbatim, KPIs, metrics, quarters, this funnel. Let's see. This is a screenshot from UX Pressure tool. This is my example of customer journey map. I built it for this event, and we will share it with you. This is my layers. I built customer journey map for online store. It doesn't have any sensitive information, but it has a lot of everything I could everything I knew about online stores. Let me just. I want to show you. Yes. Do you see my Veronica?
Yep.
Help me, please. Yeah,
we
sure.
do.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Take a look. First of all, I built this AAA triple R funnel: awareness, acquisition, activation, revenue, retention, and referral. All of these steps related to every business, to every customer journey, and every customer process you can put here and to structurize in this funnel. For example, awareness: how customer will knew about us. Acquisition: yes, how they communicate with us the first time. Activation: how they do something with us first time. Revenue: how they pay us. Retention: not only about how they return to us, but also about what we do to make them return. Referral: the same. What we do to make this referral. What we do to make this word of mouth, for example. I pin all of the touch points. Sometimes for some projects, I try to map to segment all touch points in every block, but this is not essential. For example, sometimes I just want to see all the touch points at the one map. Then I built pain points and gain points, like opportunities and maybe fails. I don't know. I built them based on the negative verbatim and positive verbatim. Take a look. First of all, I collect all the reviews, all the comments, and everything, all quotes that customer can share with us. For example, speaking about online store on the revenue stage, it is about checkout process, or maybe yes, it's about checkout process, how they pay us. Checkout process smooth and quick, no time wasted. Yeah, they directly tell us what they want. They don't want to waste their time. For example, so gain point is based on this verbatim. For example, it can be convenient payment options. Or, for example, on this stage, we can have something like this. I tried to pay, but the payment gateway was down. Now I'm worried my order didn't go through, and I'll be charged twice. So, for example, limited payment options can be pain points, or complicated checkout process. This helps me to structurize customer feedback with their pain points, with touch points, with their actions, goals. For example, I can understand what we should do to create this call to action on this step, how we can improve it, for example. Then I made here all the feedback sources, and I will show this further, and KPIs. I mapped here all I could imagine, but usually, as I told you before, I use churn rate, sometimes some customer effort score, net promoter score, retention rate, and but if your goal is to improve, for example, acquisition stage, you can map here something like product market fit, market share, everything you want. It helps me to see how it works. As I told you before, journey map for me is my internal tool, and this is my backlog. I see this movement and developing of my products and services just here. Usually, I don't bring it to my cross-functional boards. I use it with my internal team, and because it contains a lot of everything. I map here everything I have. So let me skip to my presentation, please. Yes. So this is a screenshot from this. Do you have any questions about what I said before about journey mapping and maybe my algorithm?
Yes, we had a couple of questions in the chat. Just let me take a look in there. Okay, so there was a question from Ashfia. Is there a better metric than NPS? NPS is not an actionable metric. Most people score in the middle, and it is difficult to move.
Yes, I told you that I share and I understand the skepsis about NPS. It's okay. I told you that it works for me, and I can find a correlation between financial metrics. Yeah, I use it in combination. I never use it without other metrics, because I see that NPS doesn't work as being alone, and it doesn't work, and it doesn't provide us information about reasons, behaviors, needs. It's just a level of one piece of loyalty, something like this. So my my algorithm suggests to use several metrics, and one of them is impulse.
Thank you. There was another question. Could you touch upon gain points one more time, please?
Mm-hmm. Gain points are opportunities. Yes. Gain points, I based them on positive verbatim. For example, people say, "Oh, you have convenient payment options," or "I love your checkout process." So I can see that okay, they like it, and we can communicate that better, or maybe we can make emphasize something in our marketing, or maybe in our other communication. So our gain points can be our features, or maybe something like this. So I think we should know not only our pain or points, what customer doesn't like, but also what they do like. Yes, and it works. It works for me to understand this balance. Sometimes I see that, for example, our customer can complain that about something. At the same time, another customer will be happy with another piece of this thing, and it helps me to balance, to understand what works, how it works. So I map gain points every time to understand the real risk, to understand the whole picture.
Thank you so much. And one more question, last one, probably in this section. The question is from Molly. How do you choose which verbatims to include?
Several rules. First one is if a lot of people tell me the same thing, this is I think, oh, I should add it. Then I usually map everything everything that I think interesting. For example, sometimes the customer helps me to find something that I have never thought before, and it is interesting. So I map everything that I think can help me to improve something. But I told you that structurizing and using CGM helps me not to draw down under this flow, because of course we have a lot of sources, a lot of customer feedback, a lot of the comments and so on. I usually I do this. First, I do this myself, and I try to understand key topics, and then I can delegate it to my colleagues, and they follow these topics. For example, we have a goal, for example, to grow retention, so we focus on this, and we hold on something about revenue activation and other steps, but we focus on everything that people say about retention, everything about the stage. Then when we will focus on another stage, for example, revenue activation, something like this, we'll come to these topics, and we'll dig deeper to understand better what they want, something like this.
Thank you, Caterina. I think we can move on, and then we will answer other questions during the Q&A.
Thank you for your questions. Yes, as I told you before, I'm interested in this collaboration, and your questions are very helpful. So that next one, voice of customer for me is a process. First of all, this is a process, and to build this process, I see two simple rules. First of all, this is an algorithm that I described before, and the second one, you should have a responsible person, and you should have a dashboard. make it simple. Use any tools that works for you. Sometimes Google Sheets, or maybe your CRM system, or maybe everything you have. Free tools. Start from free and simple tools, and then grow with the complexity of your goals. Define a responsible person and who is going to manage this tool. Build a dashboard, and also dashboard. Sometimes you don't need to have a Tableau or something like this. Sometimes Google Google Sheets is a very good thing. Do collection, analysis, segmentation, prioritization of customer feedback. But I want to emphasize it. Don't do interpretation yourself. You should collaborate. And this is, I think, my secret ingredient, my special ingredient, collaboration. If you have your voice of customer program, it won't work without collaboration, because you don't need your great insights if you are alone. You need to bring these insights. You need to interpret, translate, to find actionable something actionable in this insight. So I suggest you to collaborate, to collaborating, and make this CX and voice of customer results common. Help your company adopt this VoC process, to think that they are involved in this. How I do that? Usually I set up something like cross-functional board. I call it a VoC team, and I try to involve all of different people there. You can see my list here. And I'm pretty sure you will agree with most of them. Customer support success, of course, because they directly collaborate with clients. Marketing, of course, because they need to know everything about clients. Product development, usually they don't like us, but you should try to involve them also, because they can bring a lot of interesting ideas from the product development and how product works, and it's wonderful. Sales, of course. Operations. I know that in some companies, customer experience reports to operations. So maybe it is very maybe not, of course, not the same, but something that can be related each other. Data and analytics team, of course, if you have them. Not every company has that data team. Finance. I strongly recommend you to involve finance, because first of all, because everybody wants to be where finance is in a company, and finance. I have a lot of good experience with collaboration with finance, because they have another mind, they have another mindset, and they can bring a lot of invaluable things to your collaboration, to your work, and they can see your questions from another optic, and it's wonderful. Let's try. And of course, leadership executive, as I told you before in this presentation, to help company grow, you need to have this leadership commitment. And of course, if this commitment can be shown by involving to your team. Set up, I don't know, maybe usually I set up one meeting per month. I prepare dashboard, I prepare data movement, I prepare something that I can show them, some results, and then I call them all, I describe what we did, and then we all have ideation session and try to interpret our insight, and then how we can to implement them, to set up some actionable points, and to just to set up some tasks. So this template that I want to share with you today is how to simplify or even fix your VoC program. First of all, set a goal, allocate resources, set a financial goal, build a CGM, follow the objective that your company has, define the customer's feedback sources, segment customer feedback on your AAA, triple R funnel. This funnel, sometimes they call it pirate funnel because of this R. Yeah, very nice. Set up an analysis process. You can use my algorithm or maybe your own. My algorithm can consists from NPS, retention, churn, and feedback analysis. Find responsible persons, build a dashboard, and collaborate. Interpret insights, generate recommendations in cross-functional team. So, this my template doesn't mean that I want to simplify as much as possible and to do it non-workable. Not. I want to let you start. I want to help you start because usually people think that VoC is difficult, but not. I think that the real failure is to do nothing with customer feedback. I think that the customer feedback is the most valuable resource for every company. So just try. There is no only right way. The right way will be will grow, will born from your collaboration. So please try it, and I invite you to discuss. We have 15 minutes out, so we have 15 minutes. Sorry, and I'm willing to ask to answer your questions and to discuss your ideas.
I would like to mention that if you're looking for a professional, easy-to-use tool to create journey maps and incorporate your VoC program into those maps, UXpression is right here for you. What you need to do is just book a free 15-minute call with our team via the link in the chat. Here it is. And you can learn more about UXpression and its features. And if you already build maps in some other tools, well, I don't mind if you try UXpression. And if you like it, well, feel free to contact our sales team. And, well, if you have any troubles with transferring your maps from other tools to UXpression, no worries, we're here to help you. So with that, you see the link in the chat, and I think we can move to the questions. The first question that we have was like the first during our today's event. You partially covered this topic about what teams are actually involved in VoC, but the question here is, what do you think about who should be in charge of starting the VoC program?
Very nice question. Usually I try to find someone who is able to understand numbers, graphics, because they will do everything with dashboard and to build dashboard. Maybe someone who can manage CRM system, because a lot of information we grab from here. And so my first recommendation is to find someone who is okay with numbers, figures. And next one is because I told you that this person should collect, analyze, structurize this, and interpret. We will be in collaboration sessions. Another recommendation is to find someone who tries to understand what customer needs, because I believe that this is ability to be to turn on your empathy, to find to try to go dig deeper to understand the reason, to try to find something. This is the common skill for every member of CX team. So maybe this is enough to find the better person for managing this tool.
Thank you. And here just came one more question in this regard from MB. Where in an organization should VoC live? In which department?
Love this question, and maybe a year ago I tried to understand it myself. I asked this question to colleagues from different companies, and I saw that it depends. It depends on business model, business types, and business goals also. Usually I see that customer experience reports to operations or C-level CEO directly, and in big companies and corporate companies. And in small companies, sometimes it can be something between marketing and product, something between there, because small companies, growing companies, and I used to work with them. They thrive to grow. And as I told you before, customer experience is a very good tool for growing. So marketing and product development helps the company grow. And this knowledge is very useful for them. So CX lives between marketing and product development. In other companies, I see that UX covers all of everything about product development, and CX covers all issues about customer collaboration with marketing, for example. So it depends, and I think it is not stable, and because customer experience very not mature enough, and we see how it depends on different conclusions.
Thank you. And now let's get back to the metrics. When you were talking about metrics, another question appeared. Can you talk about execution? How do you collect these metrics?
Collect metrics. Speaking about my algorithm, they came from my experience. I saw that NPS works well for most of the businesses. Retention works very well for most of the businesses. Churn is a valuable metric also. And if we talk about special cases, so of course, as I think that step number one is maybe step number 0 is to understand what do you want, what is the reason why you need customer experience, why you need voice of customer program, what do you want to know from your customer, for what you build your business. So depend on this, you will see what works better. Sometimes retention, sometimes as I told, marketing, market share, for example. And for other companies, it can be I don't know, revenue in some amount of money. Everything works. You just need to understand for what you do it.
And how do you collect the data for those metrics?
Yes. How about the data collection? I use special. There are a lot of special tools. For example, there are survey programs for collecting NPS data. It can be it can be built and to the data block of your company. For example, it will be collected in database, and then you can download it with in CSV format or maybe Excel format to analyze. Sometimes Google Sheets also works very well, and I saw such programs with not a huge amount of customers that Google Sheets or Excel table was enough. So depends on the task. I try to find a better solution because, as I told you, sometimes we don't have enough resources for this non-understandable thing like voice of customers. So I invite you to try everything you have. If you have Excel, it works. If you have special tools and programs, wow, very good. Try it.
Thank you so much. We have another question from Sean, who actually really likes the map that you showed. And he's asking more broadly, how do you use this map? Is it mostly in the beginning and with the C-suite and leadership, or is it something that you update quarterly, or what do you do with that?
Yeah, thank you for this question. This is my internal tool. I use it with my team, and because I map everything, and it is much more than enough to show on the cross-functional boards. So for the cross-functional collaboration with my colleagues from another departments, I try to build something special. Drafts, dashboards, something like this. But for my internal collaboration with my team, I try to use this customer journey as a long-term backlog. For example, let me share my screen again, and I can show you. For example, we have goals to grow our revenue, and we have this something like call to action. That customer need to complete their purchase this and submit payment. This is our checkout process, and we have a poor churn rate. For example, it grows, and we see that we have to do something. So I see. Okay, we have such touch points. So these are our touch points to collaborate our customer during them. Okay, we have such feedback sources, and we can improve something in our call center actions. We can try to repeat per se interactions, intentions, something like this. And I see the climbs. I try to pay, and it will charge twice. They only accept one payment method seriously, and so on. So I see that, okay, they want to have different types of payment methods. They want to have this payment quick and easy process. Okay, so this is our hypothesis, what we should do to improve this metric and to help them to achieve this goal. So I use it as my long-term tip. I can find everything there, but I need to continue every time to fulfill it and to map everything.